What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ericka from the Classic Climb blog. Knocking this one out, getting ready to run our last couple of errands. You see trunk full of stuff behind me. Listen, sell and serve. We have to sell and serve. Sell or be sold. Whoever's most convinced wins, right? Grant Cardone wrote that in the book Sell or Be Sold, but there's several books that talk about that all the time. Whoever's most convinced in a relationship wins. Whoever's most convinced between the parent and the child wins. Whoever's willing to sell is usually the best salesperson on a sales floor. Long story short, we have the funding bundle coming up. Updated. We update this almost every year, but we got to. I just know there's so many people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on credit repair, and there are so many techniques and tactics you can do for yourself. And you have to understand there's levels to credit, level 1 through 4, but I'm going to break that down here in a second. I'm not going to make this one long. Join us for our training. Should be coming up at the end of the month, maybe the 31st or something to that effect, because we've had a death in our family, so a lot of the training got moved to the end of the month. God bless you guys. A lot of people talk about wanting to be an expat and live overseas. You're going to need credit. I know you think you don't, but when you go to certain countries, if you don't have cash, when we were in Panama, a lot of people were shocked that you have to pay cash every couple of months to finish your project. Cash money in their hand. Like, they ain't waiting on no construction loan draw. They want the cash monies to finish your project. And so it's also in Belize. When we're in Belize, they be setting up center blocks in front of their house. They just keep sitting them up there, and they say sometimes people have them sitting up there for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, so they have enough materials outside their house, and then they have a bunch of beers and a cookout, and they build their house in a weekend. So the government want to come in and tax them, but they can't, because they're like, what are you talking about? That been here. That structure's been here. So the permitting is hilarious in certain countries, and I want you to understand that. But a lot of y'all think y'all going to live overseas as some type of expat, and you don't have reoccurring income coming in your pockets. And so I'm going to strongly suggest you have some type of credit, okay? If you want to live the Tri-City CEO, you need some type of credit. You need some type of cash flow coming in on rotation. Now, what are some of the things I mean in that? I'm going to kind of say level 1 through 4 in credit, and why does it matter? Does it matter? You know, a lot of people want to do the Dave Ramsey, I only pay cash for stuff, or, you know, I don't have credit cards, Ericka, I don't, you know, spend money like that. And that's all, hey, that's all to the good. Salute you. Congrats if you think that's how you're going to win long term. Like, you know, this may just be a video for you. Credit card defaults and credit card debt is at all-time highs right now. And that's why. And I'm going to tell you why. Because most people are using it to keep their businesses alive, keep their businesses afloat. Some of these restaurants you see are dead. Most of the day are dead. But they gonna keep alive because of some of them credit cards. Some of these people that have these companies, they be looking dead in there. Now, prime example, I'm gonna say this, and this is, take it with a grain of salt. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but hairdressers, barbershops are some of the best Tri-City CEOs, but they're also some of the worst credit card debt holders. Why? Because most people who own a hair salon or a barbershop, if they don't own, let's start there. If they don't own the hair salon barbershop, if they're not in the chair, they're not making money. Same thing with some CDL drivers. If they're not driving a truck ain't moving, they ain't making no money. And you have to get to a tipping point where there's leverage. What is the leverage if you're a barbershop or a hair salon owner? Is having other stylists underneath you, making sure you're getting what? Chair rental money. Or in this new kind of economy, if you can feed them leads, like, hey, our salon has countless people coming in every day trying to get their hair done. If you're here, you know, we're just going to charge you a little $100 to $200, $300 a month fee for leads. And there are a lot of places that do that. They're just constantly pumping leads, and then whoever, you know, comes into the shop to get their hair done, it is what it is, right? That's the thing. You have to use leverage. And so that's why credit is important, because, you know, I was talking to somebody, they're like, the biggest haters they know are barbers. And I thought it was funny at first, but it's some truth to it, because if somebody's always having to live their life at the salon or at the barbershop, they don't get the opportunity to travel like you do. They don't get the opportunity to hop flights like you do. They don't get the opportunities to go places. They see kids growing up, getting older and older, and they're not seeing motion in their own life. A lot of them live paycheck to paycheck, haircut to haircut, cash money to cash money. A lot of times you'll see stylists, something happens, somebody had a heart attack, day out, and they don't have no money. Man, how the hell you ain't got no money? You always at the salon, you always cutting hair, you always doing hair. How do you not have money? And it's because they lack leverage and they lack credit. That's the facts. That's the real facts. And when people talk to me about their business or their business didn't make money or Ericka, I need help here, I go, where the credit at? And if you don't have credit, where's the investments at? Right? I have one account that is automatically, it may be $10, $20. Every couple of days sends over to this investment account. So I always got to make sure I have money in that account because it's going to keep sending it every day. It's on autopilot. And you look up and now, oh man, at the end of the year, the savings are huge. Why? Because one, you need to have an account that you're sending money to that you don't look at on a daily basis. Because when you can see your savings account, baby, you're going to touch that savings account. That's why I always tell y'all, when y'all be telling me y'all have one bank, you crazy. You crazy. All this that I've experienced from the past 5 years dealing with banks closing your accounts. Oh, we'll just send you the check when we're done closing your account. When I've had banks and nothing was wrong, ever done. Just, we don't no longer serve this type of EIN number. We no longer serve trucking companies. We no longer serve construction companies. Send you your money? Oh, no. I'd never have just one bank. Y'all crazy out your mind. Y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Even when I meet military people, they got just USA. I'm like, baby, you better open up Navy Federal. You better go open up a Penn Fed. You better have some other options. Is you crazy? So the way these banks, especially community banks, are working, they're being very friendly with the lending still. 90% of these commercial buildings you see were built and financed by community, local, regional banks. And you can go look that data up for yourself. So why do I want to talk about level 1 through level 4 credit? Now, some of the times you're going to say, Ericka, hey, I know the basics. I just need to get rid of Karma, give me a trade line supply, go to community banks, have me an LLC, maybe work with a funding company. But really, if you don't know what level you're trying to go to, what are you trying to get funded? Because a lot of times y'all be like, Ericka, I need $100,000 for what? And 9 times out of 10, y'all really just want to go shopping and travel. And I get it. I really do. But I'm like, you got to have some more, some goals there. But anyway, let's just go level 1. And you can treat it like Monopoly. Level 1 credit for me is for people who they just have a card that they use as a hotel swiper or gas. They get their gas for the car, they swipe the hotel, they cover, the cost of something. If something, if you get a rental car and use your debit card, they're gonna charge you $500 and pull your credit now. It's crazy. If you use a credit card, it's $200 and you keep it moving. So when people try to say, I only use debit cards, I don't. You don't need to pull my credit every time I rent a rental car. If I rent 10 to 20 rental cars a year, are you fucking crazy? That's crazy. So no, I don't do that. I use my credit card. Okay, even if I have a secured $1,000 little credit card over here, you need to have one of those. Just one of those. That's level 1 credit. I can get what do you call it? Level 1 credit is like, I get internet to my house. I can get the water cut on at my house and not have to come out of pocket with crazy amount of money. That's level 1, okay? Level 1 is I can get a car, right? Level 1 credit. That's what I call it. Now, some people get stuck on level 1. They just do Monopoly their whole life and they just keep getting new cars, never have nothing to show for it, never really have any investments. And that's where they at. They're on level 1 and they don't want to leave level 1. I'm meeting older people who they never knew about credit. They weren't taught about credit. So, they're scared of credit. I get it. Level 1. That's them, okay? Level 2. Level 2 is I want to buy a home, Ericka, or I want to buy a duplex or a rental property, level 2. Level 2, now they're doing all the steps to buy a home. And if you pay attention, I've talked a lot about new construction. I've talked a lot about, there's grants. Right now, more than ever, there's grants, loans for you to close on your first home. Sometimes they're giving $17,000, $20,000 for you to close on your first home. And you in that mug in there. You ain't going to pay your first mortgage pays for a good 45 to 60 days, depending on, the situation. Like, if you move in there April 1st, you ain't gonna pay your payment until June 1st or whatever. You move in there February, you're gonna pay April, something like that. So you got a little wiggle room, okay? And when you get that house, your mailbox is gonna be flooded with credit card offers. It's gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be absolutely crazy. That's level 2. You got a few credit cards, you got a little rotation, maybe you got some points, you living well, you got a house, you enjoying it, you don't have no problem getting cars, no problem. Level 3, construction loans, business loans, LLC. Now what you hear is a lot of people want to get these $100,000 unsecured lines of credit. Well, you're like, well, how long you been in business? I've been in business 6 years, Ericka. Okay, what's your business bank account? I don't have one. I got a PayPal or I got a something random. And I go, wait a minute, you ain't got no business account? No, I don't. The day you start opening up that business bank account is the day you are considered to have your business open and functioning and credible and credit fundable. Okay, so when I sit here and talk to people, I know people who've had have had no EIN, no LLC for 20 years. They've been doing sole proprietor stuff, trying to get around the government and taxes, and look how I'm skirting taxes. And it's like, that's not skirting taxes. That's foolish. But that's another conversation. Okay, so you want to get to that level 3 where you're getting all this business funding and credit cards and American Express, and you want to really do it big outside of your personal liability. That's when you start having to structure the company. That's when you're going to start having to get an LLC. That's where people start honestly buying shell corporations, Age Corp. Okay, it's a whole nother conversation. Now, what happens between that level 1 and level 3? There are almost 28, 30, sometimes more secondary reporting agencies. Are you blocked on them? Most of y'all think LexisNexis when I say that, but there's a whole slew more. Talk about it in the funding bundle. Okay. Level 4 is I'm doing big level $1 million lines of credit. I'm invested in hedge funds. I'm invested in apartment complexes. I'm going on world domination. I'm pinky in the brain level 4. You may never reach level 4, and that's okay. But you don't always even need level 4. So you need to determine along your journey, what level are you trying to do, right? If you're trying to have level 3 and you're trying to have some lines of credit to buy tax liens and tax deeds over here, got money moving, you got money in investments and credit cards, you got money in your stock portfolio that you can even take a loan against, that's level 3. You know what I'm saying? So peer-to-peer investing is level 3 as well. So determine there, right? Because even, a lot of people say 680, no negatives. That's what you're going to hear a lot of these funding bundles, funding companies talk to you about. They'll get on the phone with you. You got a 680, no negatives for the past 2 years. Then they can work on getting you funding. If you don't qualify, which a majority of Americans don't, the average business owner, Asian, white, black, no matter what, average credit score was 611 when the pandemic happened and they tried to get people to get PPP money and they tried to get people EIDL money. They realized millions of white and Asian business owners could not even qualify for the EIDL loan. They had to make adjustments to get people to qualify, okay? And they was chucking out 150,000 left and right, okay, right? So again, 680, no negatives. Now you get on the phone, the average funding company is going to say, look, I'll take 10% on the back end. I have partnerships with companies that do that on the back end. And what they're going to say and what they're going to do, okay, is, hey, your client was at 620. I got to work with them for a few months to get them where they need to go. This client was at 580. I got to work with them to go. Now, let me tell you the difference between level 1, level 2, level 3. 580 can get you a house with FHA and VA loan and USDA funding. Shit, 550 can get you USDA funding, okay? 620 can get you a house, get you first-time home buyer credits, all that stuff. So don't be discouraged when you say, Ericka, I want to get a bunch of credit cards. That's level 1 and 2 shit. That doesn't mean anything. Getting credit cards, and I don't want to offend y'all, but doesn't mean anything. Right? Tell me right now in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments if you're enjoying the commentary. But put a 1 in the put the name of the credit card of your dreams in the comments. Because some people say, Ericka, I would love a Chase. I would love an American Express. I'd love a Visa. I'd love a Japan Airlines American Express credit card. I'd love this. And we put in ton of videos behind on this channel, tools and techniques and websites that y'all can see the list of business credit cards available and personal credit cards available. We've done that. There's websites in Chinese teaching foreigners to come here and get into the credit card algorithm. There are Asian credit card YouTubers on YouTube with huge followings and huge sponsorship deals. Brian Jones, one of them, right? But many others who literally make a ton of money from funding, make a ton of money from sponsorships. They ain't even talking about credit no more. They own next level hedge fund stuff. But that's where they got their start. There will always be millions of Americans who do not know something, and education, courses, content, all this stuff is available. That's why I said the fundamental is do it yourself. Do it yourself. Learn. And then if you're just stuck, you can't get any further, we have people. Simple as that, right? So again, you'll hear people say, Ericka, I can't get credit cards. I go, do you want to buy a house? Yeah, and I'm at 620. Baby, you qualify for a house. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go. All right, but people are not really ready for that conversation. They're not ready. So anyways, I'm not going to keep too long on this. I know a lot of people desire is to travel and wanderlust, and they want credit cards. I think some of them to not pay them back, or whatever their game plan is. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out what level you're trying to be on and what's your ultimate goal. Because if I can get you hammer focused on your goal, if your goal is to buy a home, we just got to get you to 580, 620, depending on what area, what's the price point. That's it. Let's say you're saying, no, Eric, I want shiny, perfect 680, 720 credit, you know, and I ask you what for, which pisses a lot of people off, but I ask you what for, you need to have a game plan. Because these are talking points people have out here. I want 800 credit score, and I want credit cards, and I want to shop, and these are all just talking points. They don't mean anything. You have to really get honed in 2025 with Donald Trump in there, and I'm a Trumper, okay? I'm a Trumper. Y'all know this channel, I'm a Trumper. These people about to run it up. They're gonna run this bag up ridiculously. There was a ticket I wanted for this event, and it was $25,000, and you have this big old booth and this big old suite with like 20 tickets. And I was like, man, I really want that. And they're like, why would you want that? I was like, I would want it just on regular season games to promote and just be stunned, right? Whatever, various reasons. That's a different level than wanting to just have season tickets somewhere in the stadium all year long. It's different. So we gotta really hone in on what is it you're trying to accomplish with your credit. What's the real thing you're trying to accomplish with your credit, right? I ultimately want you to build a business that you can bring extra revenue, extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month into your household. That's really what I ultimately want to teach you guys, and how to have either a service business or a middleman to millions business, or a digital products business that brings in that income, because it's possible. But it all depends on who you are and as you're watching this channel. So listen, I ain't gonna beat you on it. Listen, I ain't gonna beat you over the head. I know if you're planning your year, like I've asked you or talked to you about in this channel, sit down, plan your year out. There are places you want to take your kids, whether it's Disneyland. There are places you want to take your spouse. Where in the next 6 months can you chart out what your life is going to look like? Because it's the best time to do it. January is the best time to be really reflective and go, what did we do last year that didn't work? Where did we want to go last year we couldn't? Where financially did we want to be and we couldn't do it? You know, to build a new construction house might cost me $200,000 in a construction loan. What if I want to buy some land just off rip tomorrow? I need $95,000 somewhere to do it. You dig what I'm saying? And people got to be honest with themselves. Are you even in a position to do that? So that's why this credit conversation is always important. Every quarter, you're going to hear me talking about credit and adding more things to the funding bundle so you can get through the process. And so we'll have the Zoom training, I think, around the 31st of the month. We've had a death in the family, so things have changed. Timing has changed. And so as I'm dealing with that, when I'm ready, I'll be back. I'll be back. I promise. These are all pre-recorded videos right now, but I'll be back and knock that out and get you ready, because a lot of people start trying to talk to me about trust and yeah, I need to start a trust. Do you have $75,000 worth of assets you need to put in a trust? Do you have a bunch of rental properties I don't know about you want to put in a trust? If not, you're not even there yet. Again, we're talking about level 4 activity, and you not at level 1 yet. Let's stay stoked, stay focused, baby. Stay focused. Stay focused. Get through level 1 first. All right, you guys. It's your girl, Ericka, Classy Clown Blog. Definitely check out some of the trainings. We got some tax lien, tax deed training. Those are going to be ripping and running this year. We even created another Instagram page just to kind of promote how much that's going to be ripping and running this year and the opportunities there and flipping land. But you also need level 1, level 2 credit to get in that biz, to be flexible, unless you just have a bunch of cash you're sitting on the sidelines with. So hopefully this was informational. Drop a 1 in the comments if it was. Make sure you drop your city and state so we can always bring great opportunities to you guys. This is your girl, Ericka, Classy Clown Blog. Have a wonderful evening.
Do you want to learn how to buy tax liens for less than $1,000 and get that immediate ROI return on your money? Come on over. Hop into the free training. Listen, my name is Ericka Williams, author of the Classy Clown Blog. I'm a 6-figure YouTuber. Got $2 million in portfolio that I manage. But listen, I'm gonna show you how you can get in to tax liens, sometimes for $400, $500, $1,000. Several of my students have immediately turned around and sold their properties, sold their vacant lots, and gotten their money 10x return. Look, Don't take my word on it. Come on over, hop into the free training. No cost to you. Show you students, testimonials. Listen, I want you to get ahead this year, whether you work with me or not. But a lot of you are asking, how can I build my real estate portfolio? How can I make more money? How can I grow? But I only got a little bit of dough. Hey, let's get cracking. Let's work together. Hop into the free training and let me show you. It's your girl Ericka. Later.
Hi, my name is David W. Williams, and I'm the founder of the highest paid part-time job in the world, Options Trading Academy. Now, you may be asking this question: why should you want to learn from me and the highest paid part-time job in the world, Options Trading Academy? That answer is going to be relatively simple. Over the past 4 years, we've helped hundreds of people get the life that they desire by showing them how to leverage the options market as an options trader. Now, one of the biggest things that we've done is we've shown people how to make more money to supplement their income. We've taught this to teachers, policemen, firemen, drivers, homemakers, and even a pharmacist. Another really important thing that we've been able to do for hundreds of people is show them how to get their time back. Many people have been able to homeschool their children. They've been able to spend more time with their family because they become successful options traders. You may be asking yourself, do I need to quit my job to learn how to trade? No, you do not. We do not specifically only teach day trading. We can teach you how to trade on a long time frame, on a short time frame, and we can also teach you how to make money when the market goes up and also when the market goes down. You may have this question: do I get support after the sale? Yes, you do. We have the #1 trading community called the Stock Market Sharks. You become a member of that community after you purchase the course. And the benefit of being a member of that community is you get access and you get to communicate with other traders, and it puts you in a position to become successful faster because of your access to the community. Now, our success is threefold. It's based on 3 very powerful elements. You're gonna have the education, you're gonna have the consistency, and you're gonna have the community. And when you combine all of those together, it creates a very, very powerful combination that puts students in the best position to be successful. So what I wanna encourage you to do is say yes to the VIP course. Say yes to your future and purchase the VIP course today.
Listen, people are going to spend the next 4 years complaining about Donald Trump. I suggest you don't. I suggest you figure out what's your assignment. I suggest you figure out what are ways you can increase your income because the country's changing. Many states are going to start having no state income tax because they're trying to entice seniors and retirees and young people to come to their state. Why? Because overall taxes are going to go up. That just is a given. Now, how can you fight that? You can fight that through business ownership, investment, or other types of ownership. I know the average person says, Ericka, I just don't want to be a landlord. It's too tedious. And I go, hey, paper assets may be your best friend. Coaching may be your best friend. Micro groups may be your best friend. Figure out where you're going to get in this process. I've actually been able to build 2 different brands, online e-commerce, putting products on Amazon. That would never be in my cards a couple years ago until recently, until I started reaching out and putting products on TikTok. I'm not a TikTok user. I don't go on TikTok like that, but I actually have products through my TikTok shop, and I also put those products on Amazon. Why did that happen? Because I realized the economy was changing. Things were changing. Things were growing. And people are going to spend the next 4 years being mad about Donald Trump instead of figuring out, how can I invest in stocks better? How can I invest for my retirement? How can I have properties other than just being a landlord if I don't want to do that? What are some paper opportunity investments that I can make? Not just crypto either. So listen, this is your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog. Definitely check out more information at Digital Liberty Warriors. I'm out here on the beach with my family in a 30-bedroom beach house. Why? Because it's one of the best times for us to come together, plan, storm, and brainstorm what we're going to do for the next year, all the way to the next 4 years. Listen, you guys are going to see a lot of changes. Be prepared for them. Don't complain. Don't cry. Don't be upset about the president. Figure out what you're going to do to make your family healthy and strong in this economy.